Israeli border breached. Israeli border breached. Take a look at this image. What you are seeing in this image is the Druze members from the Israeli community. They are crossing over to Syria. Okay, to Syria. I just want you to have some idea. Now, the border was breached and IDF was completely helpless. Some people might say, well, they were there or they were going over to Syria in order to help the Druze community in Syria, right? But that is not really the whole story. Looks like to me, what I understand, these people, the reason they're breaching this border and crossing over to Syria is because they do not want to be enlisted by IDF and go and fight in Gaza. Because IDF, they recruit these people from the Druze community in Israel to work in IDF, and they know working for IDF can be life-threatening, especially now that what is going on in Gaza. We are seeing, a lot of casualties, fatalities. They do not want to be enlisted, just like the ultra-Orthodox. So yes, the border was breached out of desperation, not just to go there and fight with the Druze community, their fellow Druzans, but to actually save themselves from working for IDF. That's what I understand. But the border was breached and it is looking absolutely bad for Israel. There is this report now: Israel invaded dozens storm border, riots erupt, IDF fires tear gas. Now, take a look at how devastating it is for IDF. They cannot control these people from crossing over to Syria, these Druze people. And Israel has, one estimation says 152,000 Druze people in Israel, living in Israel. Other estimation said 150,000. We do not know the exact number, but it's similar, like 150, 152. But these people, they're fed up with the Israeli government, and to me looks like that is the main reason why they're crossing over to Israel. And then you also have this guy talking about Druze community coming back to Israel. He doesn't want them to cross over because he needs manpower to fight for his war. Now, Israel bombs Syrian presidential palace, and this bombing did bring nothing for them other than just wasting really their ammos and those bombs, because we know this mission, these projects can cost Israel thousands, if not millions of dollars. Just for one aircraft to take off, it takes a lot of money. It costs a lot of money. But they have decided to attack Syrian presidential palace. Now, this attack is coming after one Israeli minister, he calls for an assassination of Ahmed Shara, the Syrian president. And Israel is also projecting its power on Syrian top leadership echelon, that they're able to reach them, and they will, if they need to assassinate, they will do so. Just like what they have done with the Iranian general, scientist, and also with Hassan Nasrallah in Lebanon. But for now, this is just show of power, show of force. If I do have to admit, if the Zionist entity, they want to get rid of Ahmed Shara, the president of Syria, I don't think they will have much problem, because Ahmed Shara, he is not well protected or well guarded the way you would expect from Syrian government at the moment. The simple reason for that is because it is very expensive, and Syria is struggling financially, economically. Now, Arab forces scored big victory. Pro-Israeli fighters surrender. So situation right now is very, very calm in Syed, where this fighting is taking place. They have reached a ceasefire deal with the people, with the Druze community there. But Arab forces, when we say Arab forces, we basically mean the Syrian forces. So situation is under control, but we know that it may not last for too long before Israel will try to destabilize the situation one more time. And now take a listen what Ahmed Shara is saying here.
Israel is using all means to sow discord and conflict, disregarding the fact that Syrians, throughout their long history, have rejected all forms of separation and division. Possessing great power does not necessarily guarantee victory, just as triumph in one battlefield does not ensure success in another.
Well, I mean, that's exactly what he has to say at the moment, because it is nothing else he can do. Now, Iran-linked fighters blow up U.S.-operated Norway-run oil fields. This is coming after a day of attack on a U.S. Oil field in the Middle East, in Iraq's Kurdish region. So this is the second one, second attack. And Iran is sending a clear message to U.S. that the business is not going to be as usual as it was before they struck Iranian nuclear sites. These sites, these oil fields, will be coming under attacks, and this is exactly what is happening at the moment. And this is going to be, destabilize the whole region, especially oil prices and things like that. So yeah, more nightmare situation is going to be unfolding for the state of Israel and also for United States. Houthi attack. Let's take a look what what Yahya Syed is saying here.
مظلومية الشعب الفلسطيني ومجاهديه ورفضا لجريمة الإبادة الجماعية التي يقترفها العدو الصهيوني بحق إخواننا في قطاع غزة. نفذ سلاح الجو المسير في القوات المسلحة اليمنية عملية عسكرية مزدوجة ومتزامنة، وذلك ب3 طائرات مسيرة استهدفت طائرتان منها هدفا عسكريا مهما للعدو الصهيوني في منطقة النقب المحتلة، والطائرة الأخرى استهدفت ميناء أم الرشراش بفلسطين المحتلة، وقد حققت العملية أهدافها بنجاح بفضل الله.
Okay, so as we know that Houthis, they're targeting these military sites of Israel on a daily basis. This time they have used drones, and it hit military facility, IDF facilities deep inside Israel, and this was coded by the Houthis as quote-unquote huge success. And the situation for Israel is just getting worse and worse when it comes to dealing with the Houthis, because they do not know how to stop the Houthis. And at the same time, it costs them millions, if not billions of dollars, because of the distance between Yemen and Israel. They have to prepare their fighter jets, fuel them, and prepare them. It costs a lot of money for the long distance flight. And Houthis, they're not letting up. Their attacks are just intensifying. Now, as we have reported on this, Hamas is the resistance force in Gaza become ever more effective and ferocious, because the one you are seeing, the Markava 4 tank on the screen, was hit and was completely incinerated. Okay, it was destroyed. And the weapon that was used for this operation is something IDF said we have no prior knowledge of. Means they do not know what kind of weapon the resistance forces they're using at the moment. Okay, they do not know. And this is why things are looking completely scarier for the IDF forces, because if they know what kind of weapon they're using, at least they will be able to better guard their Markava 4 tank, because this one piece of tank, it cost them millions of dollars. They're the most advanced military armored vehicle that Israel has in its arsenal. But only to find out when they go to Gaza, they get completely destroyed. I'll give you more updates in the coming hours. Thank you so much for watching.